Time's running out for him. With yellow flags again. Oh,
No way! I cannot believe it!
Well,
Oh, it's got time! Father in contact!
Everyone is fighting here. It's almost for white going into the hairpin.
goes over to the left as well. Derek going down the inside, goes takes it to turn one. Almost close there.
God, is this a fantastic race! Lost a bit of tire grip here. Man, in 3 seconds! Raw
Gets it.
Alright then, so yeah, here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. It's been quite a while now since the last race of GSR, which happened in Silverstone last time out, round 7. We'll take a look at the results and standings in just a bit after qualifying. First we focus here on qualifying, as we are having only 8 minutes left. Still a little bit of time for the drivers to go out and do some laps. Currently Overdrive, who is also our championship leader, on provisional pole with a 1 minute 17.9. Maybe let's take a look as he's just starting his lap. And as usual, Speedyman not too far up as well, as he is in P3 now, as Aaron Gibbo goes fastest.
Indeed, Aaron Gibbo has shown himself as a challenger in recent times. In the most recent race, winning the Silverstone race on track, but now obviously got hit with a penalty, but now returning, trying to take back the race win. As quite interesting, we will see in the standings, there have been only 3 race winners so far from 7 rounds, which is not too scarce. They have been all between Trixie, Overdrive, and what was it? I forgot.
True. I forgot as well. That's embarrassing now. I look it up quickly.
Alaza won.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
Jesus. Yeah. Meanwhile, Overdrive, who we were following on board with, as Speedyman goes past us for the moment, crosses the line now. Overdrive as well, but he stays in P3, 17.800. So Overdrive only in the second row for now. He makes way for the Aston Martin there. Speedyman then. Maybe talking about him for a second there, as he is on provisional pole at the moment. Obviously, we gotta point out the big elephant in the room here. Speedyman has been incredibly consistent in qualifying throughout the season. Taking like 5 or 6 poles maybe even throughout the season so far.
I will help you with that.
So yeah, he really took a lot of poles, by far the most poles. However, it wasn't enough yet for the win for him, which is very unfortunate. He had so many good chances on winning a race, but in the end it always didn't happen. Maybe today we see the comeback from him, the rival, and he will take his
before. I was gonna say
win. Yeah, true. 8 into P4 now in the Ferrari. Good lap time from him so far. As we're
would
watching.
Want to show himself well in Monza, especially as he's racing for the red outfit, and especially fun as he's one of the biggest fan of that team since I know him. But Kuro on a lap right now. Overdrive's teammate goes up to P6 as we watched him. But Speedyman got 5 poles from 7 rounds. So if he is to get a pole this time out, it would be 6 poles out of 8 races in the calendar, and no wins as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I must say I'm really excited to be back here alongside you to finally commentate again. Also took the time off to regain some energies and motivation for this, I have to say. And it definitely happened. I couldn't wait any more longer now. So yeah, happy
Me
to be
too.
back here at this incredible circuit as well. And you know what we didn't mention? The weather. I mean, look at the sky. It is... I wouldn't consider that I would say this race is 100% going to be dry. No, looking at the sky, I would even say... I could imagine it being even wet. And that would throw everyone completely off guard here, I would say. Usually you always practice in the dry. You really don't hope for any rain. But a track like Monza, it is a track where rain is definitely a thing. Where we saw a lot of rain races in the past, so this could be another one. Yeah, I'm very excited, looking forward for the weather in the race then, as I think in the last couple of minutes it's not going to starting to rain. We see the two Haas here working beautifully together. Both giving his teammate Paper of War tow. Paper of War also on his debut here in GSR. Came over from TTRL, if I'm correct. So let's
Yes,
see
and it's his home race also.
Oh, home race for him as well, as he goes to
Yes.
P9. Decent lap time.
It's the only Italian, I think,
1,000th ahead
Wow.
of Pavelson.
who is also a new guy. Oh, that was a bit too close between the two houses, but fortunately no contact. But I wanted to mention about the new guys. Actually, we've had two pretty quick drivers resigning from their full-time seats. ART Daniel left the server. But also, most importantly, Laza wants to focus on life matters a little bit, and he left his V-Carb seat, the only race winner apart from Trixie and Overdrive this season, and also a big challenger last season to Vapor. He left his seat, but in their place, and then some other people who couldn't make it, we have, as you said, some people from TTRL, as we've mentioned Pepe of War, we've mentioned Pavelson. I think Raza Gamer is also someone new. So I think that would be the three drivers that are new to the grid today, and hopefully they will show up more and more.
Yeah, definitely. I really can't
season
wait to
goes.
see how they will do in the race here. As we'll see, I think Bogues not setting a good lap time, maybe? No, not really. Too slow. He stays
backed
in
out of it,
P16.
yeah.
Yeah, then let us take a look at Sleazy Uwu on his return here as well in the V Cup here. And heading into the second sector here through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2 then in just a second. Beautiful corner combination, and I've got to say, I think, does Monza have even one bad corner? I mean, the second chicane at the end or at the beginning of sector 2, it is very tricky, I've got to say, but I don't really think it has a bad corner as Lazy Ovo goes.
Invalidated.
Yeah, he invalidates.
Ascari, yeah.
Yeah, no, go on.
Yeah, we need to get back to the rhythm again. As always after some break, obviously. But about Lesmos, I was practicing Monza and for Tier 2 because I'll be racing Tier 2 as you will hopefully.
Yes.
And I just couldn't take the Lesmos. Like, I don't know, they were so annoying for me. Like, it's so hard to get the perfect line, and you kind of need to get the perfect line because they're very quick corners. You can lose a couple of tens on the exit down onto the second DRS straight, so on the back straight, so that's quite annoying.
Yeah, we saw Assassin here going through the Lesmos just now, so that was quite good to have him around here. I would say the second Lesmo is a bit easier than the first, because the first Lesmo is in this blind angle. You can't really see the exit of the corner, and you already have to go nearly full throttle again at the apex, basically, or even before. So yeah, that's what makes it very tricky, in my opinion. But that's also one of the reasons why this track is so amazing, I think. Like, it is quite difficult. On paper it looks very easy, but it is quite difficult, as we see Assassin jumping to P8 and just behind his teammate Pellegro Jr. there. So Red Bull 7 and 8 here with that.
Yeah, pretty good luck for him. Pellegro Jr. as well, returning since his very good race. I think he got a podium in Australia. he didn't really quite show up after that, but yeah, we come back to our title challenges. But I think Speed Demon will be finishing his lap, going just through
Oh, yeah.
Curva Michele Alboreto, as Aaron Gibbo went back to the top in front of Speed Demon. Can he tip him back for the pole position? No, he's slower. Speed Demon is not gonna be on pole position this time out.
Yeah, that is one of the very rare occasions that Speedman is actually, in fact, not on pole for the race. But maybe his luck will turn around with that. Maybe he can win a race from that position then. I would really hope that he can at least win one race of the season. He really would have deserved that. And we come now to the last couple of seconds as Raza Gamer goes up to P4. Good result for him. Kuro stays in P7. We've got an, what is that? Pavison going into the pits, and here comes over there, drive down around the final corner, the championship leader over the line! And he stays in P3, barely missing out on his provisional best so far.
Assassin would be the last one to finish, but no, it's not a timed lap, so that's it then. Oh, Overdrive, I just noticed he got a really bad, I think a twitch, or he got a very bad last corner, because he was 1/10 up going through Ascari, going into Ascari, but then he lost all of that gap and pretty much equaled his lap. That is interesting to point out. But yeah, as we finish qualifying then, you may round us up through the results.
Yeah, exactly. So Aaron Gibboden having a very good run at the moment, starting from pole position ahead of Speed Demon. Then Overdrive and Raza Gamer in the second row. Aiden P5, strong result for the Ferrari driver here on home soil as well. Liverpool and Kuro P6 and 7, Pellegro Jr. P8, Assassin and Small Connor running up the top 10 in P9 and 10. Then we've got Amaranda, Pepe in P11 and 12, Pavison P13, Lazy Boy P14, Jumbo P15, Swords P16, and Sleazy Ubu and Bogues at the back of the grid in P17 and 18. And I think we're gonna take that opportunity then to take a look at how the standing ship is shaping up, as we have rain and race spot. From a good position, so we'll see how he may fare today as we enter back into the race screen. And indeed, rain meets us. Rain awaited us as we could go back into as far as 2008, where Sebastian Vettel won his first race in Monza, but we also had quite a rainy race in 2017, I think it was, where Lance Stroll got a podium, I think, in a Williams. Or no, he got like P2 in qualifying, something like that. I think there was a wet qualifying. Yeah, wait. I think about, was it 2017 or 2016 maybe even? I think, was it like...
2017, I think it was.
Was it like Lance Stroll on P2 and Esteban Ocon was also quite high up? Was he P3 or P4 maybe as well?
Yeah, then if Esteban Ocon, then that would be 2017 because Ocon raced in the not the HRT but the
The Sauber.
no.
Oh,
In
no, the
2016
Manor?
he raced in the Manor, I think, and then he raced for Force India in 2017. So that would be more realistic.
Yeah.
But what are the conditions? Are we starting from Inters? Yes, that will be Inters. I wonder if it will like stop rate. Oh, so the Sauber of small corner they're going right through the chicane.
Yeah, this
And
is
already
obviously
Keke
now
and Pavel
a
seems
very
qualified.
crucial formation lap for the drivers, as it now is about finding those little spots of grip on the track, especially now in the braking zones. It's incredibly crucial to gain as much experience on this one lap as possible. Kuro saying I'm so cooked.
But I just wonder if it will like stop raining or like what's the situation for now as Speed Demon goes out wide here. But what's the situation exactly at the latter stages of the race? As Small Corner, I think, is doing not only some team games but also mind games, because from what I saw from their dynamic, I think they're mates with Aaron Gibbo, so they're just playing around a little bit here, I think, but that might be helping Speed Demon, as Aaron Gibbo must be a bit annoyed, frustrated with Connor, perhaps. As they now round up the grid on the wet soil of Lombardy, of the region of Lombardy, Monza town hosting this illustrious race, the premier tier of GSR is underway at the Italian Grand Prix, round 8 of season 15. Aaron Gibbo getting a pretty good getaway, slotting in front of Speed Demon as Overdrive is trying to overtake Speed Demon around the outside. The Red Bull is away there, either Pellegro or Assassin. Overdrive and Speed Demon battling and trying to tiptoe their way through the first chicane and trying to battle for the second position. Speed Demon coming out on top. Assassin was the one who went off and cut the chicane and got a 3-second penalty already for that. Aaron Gibbo for now holding on to the lead, going into the second chicane. Haas is down, spun round with some trouble. That is Boxas! Big contact between Pellegro Jr. there, and I think it was, I didn't exactly see, I think it was Small Connor and Pellegro with a big twitch out of the second chicane, hitting the side pod of another car and is off into the barrier with some front wing damage. Raza Gamer is challenging Overdrive for P3 position, going into Ascari. They go side by side and Overdrive slots in behind, gives up the position easily, doesn't want any trouble towards his championship challenge, just wants to keep a clean race, clean start for this pretty chaotic first lap. Aid lost out on a couple of positions actually, but then we have Liverpool with 7 positions lost. He went outside of top 10, now in P13. But obviously the biggest loser is Pellegro, as Speed Demon there is off almost into the wall. He went there and lost a lot of position with a big slide out of Curva Michele Arboreto. And now slots in behind Overdrive, and he will try to claw his way back as he dives down the inside of Overdrive into the first chicane. Tries for a move there, maybe with a switchback on the exit. Overdrive with a small slide, but he keeps the position, and behind him there's a pair of the same cars fighting, with Kuro and Small Connor battling it out for P5. Kuro holding on to a very nice position for McLaren so far.
Yeah, that was a very exciting opening lap of this race as we see Small Connor now overtaking the McLaren of Kuro. And hopefully we can stay ahead for now. It was mostly a very clean starting lap. We obviously had the crash of Pellegro Jr., who is in the pit lane now to change his front wing. But besides that, it was mostly clean. Obviously we saw a couple of drivers struggling, sliding around, braking very late into the heavy braking zones on this track, as we see 8 and Assassin here going at each other, with Assassin diving down the inside into Ascari. Does he send it? He tries to. 8 goes a little bit wide, probably picked up a warning there. There's a bit of contact, might be some very slight wing damage for Assassin there. But speaking of wing damage, I gotta say, how in the world did Speed Demon did not get massive wing damage by that? It sounded like he completely hit the wall there, but looking from the outside, it doesn't look like he has that much front wing damage, if none at all maybe. So yeah, very surprised by that, but obviously in the end he lost 2 crucial positions because of that. And Raza Gamer here putting up pressure now on Aaron Gibbo, as Aaron can't seem to get away that quickly.
So it is so far between our new guys as our, well, not old guard, but so far the biggest challengers of the season are now down in P3 and P4. Obviously trying to battle as they have been doing, as they have done throughout the whole season, as Larzy Boy is here in the fight with Assassin. And Larzy Boy goes off the track on the sausage curbs, and Assassin is able to defend his position. But it's not long probably before Larzy Boy attacks again. But they go here through first Lesmo, Armiranda with a big slide with Souls. Armiranda obviously joining from tier 2. Sliding a lot and trying to overtake Souls, I think, around the outside, but it didn't quite work there. And Souls is up, or stays at P11. I didn't quite see it where they were, but back goes Armiranda down the inside of Ascari. They make contact, but it's not enough to scare Souls as he's able to defend his position. So I think he is defending indeed, and Armiranda is attacking, but behind them is Jonas. Is he ghosted? I think he's still ghosted.
Oh!
But coming back to the top tier, Speed Demon takes the position back as Raza Gamer gets the fastest lap, so he's trying to catch up to Aaron Gibbo. Overdrive won't give it up so easily, trying to dive around the outside, maybe get a better exit, but Speed Demon closing the door very tactically. And now Small Connor is starting to loom behind Overdrive, as he's soon gonna get sandwiched between the 2 Kicksauber Fanti cars.
Yes, Speed Demon, I gotta say, overtook Overdrive very early on the straight. I think Overdrive might have made the same mistake as Speed Demon.
Oh, Small Connor with a big slide there.
A big slide from
What a
Small
save
Connor.
there.
Yeah, you can really see all the drivers struggling. Yeah, so Overdrive must have made a mistake out of Ascari, no, not Ascari, sorry, out of the Parabolica.
Or Michele Arboreto.
I stay with Parabolica. But either way, Speed Demon now got past the McLaren again, is back into P3, but now he has to close the gap to Raza Gamer and Aaron Gibbo as well, to be fair. So this might be a difficult task for him, especially with Overdrive directly behind him. So he kinda has to hope that Small Connor can catch up to Overdrive and help him out there a little bit. Because if not, it could be a very difficult race for Speed Demon overall here.
But all of the drivers, even the top ones, seem to be struggling with the last corner. A couple of years renamed Parabolica to Michele Alboreto in memory of a Lotus driver in the 80s, an Italian Lotus driver in the 80s. They all seem to be struggling as Assassin now goes past 8, at least tries to go past 8. And he does so pretty easily. 8 didn't put up too big of a battle there, as Pepe of War is on a 3-second time penalty. But I just wanted to mention it's a fight so far in the first lap for the top position between the 2 new guys, basically, as Aaron joined for Silverstone. And Raza obviously joining here. But Assassin making some good progress, even though that start may have looked very bad for the Red Bull team. he is able to carry it well. After Pellegro obviously spun out on the first lap, so good job from Assassin, and let's see if he can maybe catch the Kuro, as Kuro was so doubtful of himself, but he's doing still quite well, holding on to the top 6 position.
Yeah, definitely, and Assassin already putting up 7/10 on 8. Now it gets a little bit closer, obviously. So yeah, let's keep an eye on the gap between the two, how it develops over the next couple of laps, and also keeping an eye on the weather. I mean, it is still raining definitely, but obviously you see the dry line forming up. Maybe there could be some tire changes at some point, but yeah, at least not for the moment. And also looking at the gaps, we can see Aaron Gibbo now also extending his lead over Raza a little bit. It's just above 1 second now. It actually did grow like half a second in the last couple of seconds. So Raza might have made a mistake out of turn 1, 2 maybe, I presume. So that's why he lost a lot of time, because Speed Demon now also is just about 2 seconds. So he also gained 7/10. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Raza did made a mistake. That's also crucial here. Sometimes it is not about being the quickest driver out on track. Sometimes it's all about being the most consistent driver, the driver with the least mistakes. So yeah, this could really much also decide the race here tonight, as we see the fight between Sleazy and Pellegro Jr. here, both Red Bull drivers, but driving for different teams here, obviously. Side by side, they go out of turn 1 and through the Curva Grande they go. Sleazy has the inside line and probably will stay ahead for now, but does Pellegro Jr. maybe send it down into the second chicane here? It's not looking like it. No, they know better than that. Race is still long, 20 laps to go. Oh, but he got a good exit here now, but can't quite go for the move. Oh, big slide for Pellegro. Oh my god.
Yeah, I saw it already in the entry.
Yeah, keep that straight though, but man, that was a drift.
That was a pretty good save, because in these conditions, clipping a grass on the entry is kind of like the glitch at the end of Sector 3 entering Parabolica. When you just clip the grass and you just immediately spin out because the rear tires losing the grip. That seemed like that quite dangerous, but he kept it somehow. Wow. But the gaps are extending, are in the top 5, which is quite worrisome for the show, for the spectacle. But obviously we're not a league that needs a show. We are the best league with the best drivers.
Oh!
Well, speaking of which, Miranda is out with front wing damage on the exit second chicane / entry to Les Moan. So that's a commentator's curse. Oh, a nice drift there though. So that's the show that I waited for, I guess.
Yeah, to be fair, I was already looking at the gaps, obviously, and yeah, I saw that Amaranda was close to, was it Liverpool and Souls, I believe, maybe something like that. Was a nice three-way fight there. Was preparing to switch to there at some point, but yeah, that's now gone, obviously. But we still have a fight here between 8, Lassie Boy and Pavson.
Yeah, just wanted to mention that Jonas, Liverpool, is actually ghosted, unfortunately, because his whole Xbox went offline completely.
Yeah.
So he's not able to join back even. So Souls is just racing with his teammates Ghost, basically. Which is good that Amiranda crashed, because you didn't switch to that fight, because it wouldn't be so interesting. Oh, and
yeah.
Oh, and Amiranda is our first retirement from this race on lap 8.
Yeah, he did retire in the pit lane though, so thank you for that. Not ruining the other guys this race. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, there's the Ghost car of Liverpool then. Unfortunate for him as well. Yesterday in the TSR as well. A little bit of, or not just a little bit, massive disconnection problems. So yeah, very unfortunate for...
something with the internet, unfortunately. Yeah. Well, a lot of our drivers are stumbling into problems. Vapor, our champion from last season, couldn't race here because of his wheel giving up in some way or something.
Yeah. What's interesting though is this battle right here. Small Connor trying to catch up to Overdrive and eventually overtake the McLaren. because that is pretty important for the constructor standings. Actually, I can just call up onto the screen right here. He's not going for the move, so very late braking though. Nearly went into the back of him. Oh, great, nice.
That's really big.
Yeah, great.
Wow.
Amazing. All right, so seems like my whole setup here was also on vacation. Yeah, but we can take a look here at the constructor standings. Obviously, we see McLaren in the lead, 167 points. If we ignore Haas for the moment, Sauber not too far away anyway. They are 99 points. So yeah, just roughly 58 points. And if they get both drivers ahead of the McLaren team here, they could actually score some decent points. Although they at the moment just would be finishing 3, 4, 5, and 6. Both drivers for both teams, to be fair. But yeah, either way, at least if you gain a couple of points, it could make a difference at the end. As we're getting closer now to the end of the season.
Yeah, indeed. Well, it wouldn't maybe give too much to Sauber, but at least it would close down the gap to McLaren. As we have another yellow flag with Pellegro Jr. I saw when we were looking at the standings, he did overtake Sleazy, and then just after that he, I don't know what happened, I guess spun out on the exit or something. He's about to get lapped in a wet weather race, which is quite stunning. But anyways, let's not bully him.
Yeah, but you gotta remember he already was in the pit lane with broken front wing.
Of course.
So
yeah,
that's not too
like
too bad to be fair.
Just
You can Speedyman on Rothergame. I just saw it at the bottom of the screen. Speedyman down the inside on last one. He takes the position. Beautiful move there from Speedyman as he used the opportunity that was given him by Rothergame, who made a mistake.
And small corner really close to Kuro. Very close to...
now everything
to
happening
Kuro,
at once. First Speedyman and Rothergame. No going for a move. Same goes for overdrive and small corner. But now things start to kick off. I guess it also has to do with the conditions on track. Like if you go off the racing line once, I think you're gonna lose very much time. At least through the corners. So maybe that was the case for Razagamer, as Pellegro Jr. now also gets a 10-second and retired. No, I no bad feelings for him. I can understand.
Big twitch there on the exit from Speedyman. That might help Razagamer actually. 3-10 separating them at the beginning of the straight. Raza is in the slipstream. Will he be able to dive down? It's not enough though. He probably didn't use his battery. He's probably saving that up. But behind them also another fight brewing, obviously, for a couple of laps now. Small Connor has been on the back of overdrive. As we see all of this develop, and this might give a good kick to Sauber's championship run, Constructors Championship run. They were quite close last season. They battled with McLaren led by Laza and Alpine led by Vapor. Who had an unfortunate season, but obviously what hasn't changed also is Speedyman still carrying the Sauber name very well. Nick has been a great help so far this season, and Small Connor now is also making a good run to help that out. So we will be keeping an eye on that throughout this race, as we still have more than halfway to go.
Yeah, and we also got to remember that Aaron is not too far away either. Like 2.8 seconds. That's the pretty consistently now for this lap. So I might reckon that Speedyman. Oh, he did another mistake.
Exit.
Yeah, there's this opportunity now for Raza as he is going to retake that position. But can he? Can he really? He gets a position for now, yeah, but Speedyman could be able to go for the move back into turn 1. It seems like it down inside goes Speedyman. And he retakes that position. He stays in P2 for the moment, but Razagamer very close. Overdrive also behind, coming closer. Aaron now gaining 1 second on them on this one corner because of the fighting. Small corner, by the way, falling a little bit behind. So
that only helps Overdrive and Aaron now, as Overdrive is getting back into this battle, which Speed Demon won't be happy about. But is it not starting to clear out a little bit? I think the rain has stopped. Yes.
No, the rain is still going massively.
There was okay. There is a massive dry line forming, so I also assume that their intermediates must be worn a lot, and with the dry lines they must be warm also, probably a bit hot. So I assume we might see some. Well, can the intermediate take it for the whole? Well, you need to do one pit stop anyways, but
yeah. So I think we're gonna see one stop.
Yeah,
so wait, no, you technically don't need to stop, I believe.
In a rain race?
Yeah, in a wet race, no. You have to stop in the because it's not like a mandatory stop in the dry. Oh, the hearts for folks! Oh, coming out of the pit lanes. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Just completely
now
sideways.
Massively lapped.
And
so he just came out of the pit lane and he lost his whole wing, and he has to do a whole lap with that. Oh.
What tires were you on? You were on hards. That's probably the reason why. I got a feeling you.
It's clearing out a little bit then. What is Liverpool Ghosts doing? What tires is
good
putting
question.
on?
It will be
hards.
But
so
it's raining.
So AI does hard, so...
To be fair, I gotta say, yesterday in ETSR, Liverpool was also not in the game. His AI pitted 10 laps before the end for 7 lap old soft tires.
No, and another retiree getting a 10-second penalty in the pit lane. Why are they all just going full speed there? I don't understand. Like...
They all do it when they retire anyway, so... But yeah, question now is, obviously, when will people come in? I would have assumed people would go for one-stops intermediate. But now with the AI of Liverpool, I'm not too sure anymore. Small Connor.
Oh, Small Connor getting a 10-second penalty. That's big.
That is really big. Oh
That's
my god.
Big for his challenge. But it is clearing out. It is clearing out. Look, he's gonna put Hearts, I think?
Hearts, yeah.
Hearts, yes,
oh my god.
Oh my god, he's the first one, but he had the penalty now. With him goes Kuro and Pavelson.
Pavelson
also
also
putting on Hearts. Yes.
Oh, this is interesting now.
So now the race is gonna shake up because that one race could be the difference.
But no, look, the rain stopped immediately.
The one lap, sorry.
Completely.
Yeah, that one lap can make a difference, but then
oh my
Connor
god.
has a penalty.
This is crazy right now. Let's see. Oh, yellow flags. That is Pavelson, if I'm correct. Yes, Pavelson happened the same.
Well. Oh my god.
Oh dear. Here comes Souls. Here comes Souls. No,
it's still too wet, perhaps, I think.
Yeah, but in the pit lane because nobody is driving there, obviously.
But Souls has intermediates on. What's happening?
Oh my god, it's absolutely weather chaos. But here comes the leading group now. Around 2.8 seconds ahead of Speedyman. So Speedyman got closer again 1 second.
But
oh, virtual safety car.
No virtual safety car. Oh my god. And Aaron is going in. Aaron is going in. Will Speedyman follow him? Yeah, I think so.
And Small Connor just went into the pit lane. Oh dear.
That's so bad for him. Raza also Overdrive.
Yeah, they're all coming in now, obviously. The question is, does Small Connor come in maybe to surface 10 seconds now? Aaron Hearts, Speedyman Hearts. Raza going on Hearts. Everybody is going Hearts. I'm surprised that nobody's going for the gamble on mediums. Lousy boy, the next one.
Could pull it. Oh no, another penalty.
Oh, they're all sliding Overdrive also. Out of the pit lane, they're all sliding out of the pit lane.
Yeah, it's too wet still, but they need to pit because it's a VSC. Wait, Small Connor is jumping them. No.
Yeah, that's Assassin as well. Oh, and Lousy boy, they're all sliding.
Eight. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, 8, yeah.
Keep it out of the wall.
Oh,
wow, Lousy boy hits the wall. Oh no way, what's happening?
Absolutely chaos here.
And Kuro jumps them both back again. And we go back to green as the Ferraris are battling into the first chicane. They cannot keep any grip here. 8 is coming out on top. Larry Boy slides away. What's happening in the lead group? Kuro has made a mistake, I think, because he just let them pass.
Oh my god,
What's happening? Souls is retired. in
What
the
is
pit
happening?
lane. Oh my god, no way. What?
This is...
Speed Demon has actually closed the gap back to
Yeah.
Aaron Gibbo now.
Oh my god, this could be the craziest race of the season.
Speed Demon is closing massively. Oh my god, is it gonna be the first win for Speed Demon? Will he be able to deliver that? Finally.
Oh, he's gaining so much. Does Aaron maybe have wing damage? No, why is Speed Demon gaining? Did Aaron
Wet
go for a
setup,
wet
wet
setup?
setup maybe.
Yeah. Oh, that's us!
Big crush!
Oh!
A big crush in the background.
A
and
safety
it's a
car.
Sophie safety car! Oh my god, no way! That's a Haas of Boaks, I think, again! Spinning
No,
out
no.
and
It was-
losing
it
the
was-
wing. No,
Paper of war.
it was Pepe. And Pepe retired on track. That's a race ban for next race. But let's continue with this crazy race.
Oh my
As-
god.
As the safety car was caught,
Ah.
even with him
Not gonna lie.
retiring. So.
Not gonna lie, I don't think the safety car helped Speed Demon now. I think it makes it worse again.
It makes it a bit worse because of Aaron can get his tires up to temperature, but he seems to be struggling much more on dry. Then Speed Demon, Small Connor takes an advantage of that safety car and gets his penalty out of the way.
Wait, but
he'll
did-
push
but
on- is he
did he?
on? Yes.
Yes, he got, okay.
And he's on fresh hards, but Aid is on fresh mediums, and I think that's the correct decision. That's what Connor should have gone on, because now Aid will be on the best compound of tires in the top 10, as we've only have basically the top 10 left in the race. We're top 11. Incredible scenes here.
Top 12 to be honest, with Bobes as well.
Well, yeah, but
Oh my god. Jesus.
Boaks,
What?
okay, Boaks goes past, so Boaks is continuing.
That
goes
was just
back.
crazy. I mean, I could have sit here for hours and just watch the pit exit. Like, not gonna lie, that was so entertaining.
Oh my god.
To see everyone struggling out of there.
That's one of the most iconic moments in GSR history. Must be. I haven't seen that's
Like-
already a kind of small, in lightweight, goofy,
Yeah, but
crash.
yeah,
but
yeah,
but 5 drivers did that.
yeah, but I just think it was one of the most realistic things I've ever seen as Speed Demon comes in.
Oh, Speed Demon! Why is Speed Demon in?
Is he going for
Overdrive is in
mediums?
as well.
They're going for mediums, right?
He will go out.
Mediums.
Yeah, he will go. Yeah, they will. Good decision.
Oh.
Because they will.
They
will
don't-
they go
they don't
out
lose-
in front of Assassin? No, they
maybe-
will lose position.
One position, yeah.
Oh, but it will be close.
Oh.
It's very close though on the exit between Speed Demon and Assassin, but Speed Demon is out behind Assassin. I think Kuro won't overtake Overdrive. He knows better. So,
Yeah.
Kuro
Yeah,
will stay behind.
but like I said, I think it was one of the most realistic things I've ever seen because everyone, it just felt like real life. Because if there would be like a lot of water
Too
in
much
that
standing
place,
water. Yeah.
everyone would just struggle like that. Basically, like
Yeah.
like Brazil last season in Real F1.
Yeah.
In
Yeah, and that's-
2025,
and that's-
when that was so crazy to see.
Yeah, and that's realistic because nobody has driven on that piece of track, so that
Yeah.
piece of track basically never got, unwet. That puddle there, probably, or something, or standing water.
Yeah. I mean,
made them whole aquaplan into the wall on the left side of the pit lane.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was really
Incredible
crazy.
scenes.
Oh my god.
But yeah, there's Aaron Gibbon now from Raza Gamer, Assassin between the two title challengers. But this is another great shot for Speed Demon to get a win.
Yeah.
But he just was not able to deliver so far this season.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the moment.
Yeah, now the question is though, what setups are the guys running? Because it looked very much like Aaron was on a wet setup and Speed Demon was a dry setup. But what setup is Raza using? What setup is Assassin using? What setup is Overdrive using? I think that's the most important question because he is right behind Speed Demon. So no doubt I have that Speed Demon could beat Assassin, Raza Gamer and Aaron here, but obviously Overdrive. He does not lead the championship without a reason. He has so many wins, and he's so good in the races, and he's not right behind Speed Demon. So I think this is gonna be a very interesting fight now once the safety car comes in, which will take a while though, because we've got the field still quite spread out here.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, with Overdrive, he finished second twice, first 4 times, and then only had a no-scoring finish in Bahrain. So yeah, as you pull up the statistic here, indeed, 4 wins, 6 podiums, the 2 P2s, and he's leading the championship quite commandingly. But if Speed Demon is able to get past the bunch in front of him, and obviously he will be able to get past Assassin most surely because of the penalty, he might close in on Overdrive, as the gap is quite big, but he still has 3 podiums to his tally this season, as we just saw, but also 1 race of absence, which Overdrive has attended all of them, so that's what favors Overdrive there, that 1 race could be a difference, but it's pretty vague, but also Overdrive I think could miss the 1 more race. Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, obviously it's still quite a way to go. I think we have, after this race, we have 4 races to go. So
yes.
Yeah, anything can happen basically. But yeah, Speed Demon can't.
Cota, Mexico, Brazil, and in between Brazil and Japan.
Oh, we still have Japan. Oh my god.
Oh, we still have Suzuka, and we will have Brazil as the finale. It's like compiling the finales that F1 had in like the 90s and the early 2000s, and then the finales that F1 had in like 2010 Brazil, before Abu Dhabi came in. So
Yeah.
like, it's gonna be a great finish to the season, even if Overdrive clinches the title or something. But I think Speed Demon will put a good fight up to him still.
And safety cars coming in. Oh, I didn't expect that to happen. Bo's still quite far behind. He just pitted again. Might have been a mistake there from him then. But anyway,
So
Jimbo and Lazyboy, they both will catch up. Also good chances for both Ferrari to score points.
So 8 lap sprint to the finish basically now. Big chance for Speed Demon, but we shall see then.
Yeah, very interesting strategy mix here then. Top 3 on hard tires, then P4 and 5 on mediums. And I think Aaron Gabo just went just before the last corner here. And we go racing again here in Monza. 8 laps to go then. 1 final sprint towards the finish line. And it looks like a decent stuff from Aaron Gabo. No one could challenge him, I believe. But behind it's getting quite close between Raza, Assassin and Speed Demon. Speed Demon also had a good run. Oh! Assassin doesn't have a terrible run through the corner there. And Speed Demon could use this opportunity already. Moves up to P3. Has the inside line for the Curva Grande and gets the move done, I believe. And here comes Overdrive as well. Already going for the move as on Assassin as well. Maybe around the outside. He has to go through the chicane. This is going to be difficult for him. Side by side they go through the corner. Oh, they make contact. And Assassin stays ahead for now. And Smokana keeps pushing him through the corner here. Oh, who's going to come out ahead? It's Overdrive. And Smokana now pushes through as well. Assassin has a terrible run on this restart.
Speed Demon already though, very close to the back of Raza. Laza lost out massively to Aaron Gibbo on the restart. Very good one from the Williams driver. Small corner now defending again from Assassin. Assassin must have wing damage there because he made contact. He locked up the brake zone. He made contact with Raza into turn 1, which compromised his exit massively, which obviously Speed Demon and Overdrive took advantage of. But now Speed Demon going through Parabolica very fastly, very quickly. Behind Raza Gamer, he will now not yet get the DRS, but he will breeze past him with probably help of his battery usage, but also just a great exit as Aaron Gibbo locks up there. So now this is gonna be a big chase for Speed Demon. Overdrive will slot in behind Raza and will try to get past through him as quickly as possible. Small Connor slotting into P5, very good finish for Zauber if he can deliver that. Assassin and Kuro then aid largely, and Jimbo in the points one again. So far in provisional P10 as Kuro there gets really close to Assassin, now 2/10 between the two drivers. Assassin not only with penalty but most probably with wing damage. We'll see if they can maybe come out there behind in the camera from the Lesmos, but Kuro seems not to be close enough as Speed Demon is actually already on the back of Aaron Gibbo with purple sectors. He is making this run, he's wanting to make this win, his finally 8 rounds deep into the season after 6 pole positions for him, no, actually sorry, 5 pole positions for him and no wins. Even more, 2 pole positions last season and no wins for this driver. He's gonna try to take it with a great fastest lap and 5/10 behind Aaron, and now he gets the DRS. Now he's gonna close him massively, and we'll see if he can come out on top finally as Aaron Gibbo locks up again into turn 1.
And here we also have to fight between Assassin and Kuro. Side by side they go through the first couple of corners here. And side by side they still go out of the corner through the Curva Grande now. Assassin has the inside line, which should benefit him. But Kuro does not give up that easy. Still alongside him, and he gets a great run. Has the inside line for the next chicane, and he stays ahead. No chance for Assassin to go for the move, but Kuro gets a 3-second time penalty. For
and that
multiple
favors
warnings.
8 actually. That favors 8 behind him, who is within the DRS of both. And Assassin actually has 2 penalties. So that could put 8 up to P6 even. It's gonna be a great result, but coming back to this battle, Speed Demon 2/10 behind Aaron Gibbo. Again, very good exit through Ascari. Very close on the back straight with the help of the arrest. But now all focus is on the exit of the Parabolica. And how much battery does Aaron Gibbo have as well, because Speed Demon there seemed to close in a lot. But now very good exit from Aaron Gibbo, gaining a couple of tenths there. But will it be enough? 4 tenths separating them. DRS and probably battery going on for Speed Demon. Overdrive also behind, getting past Raza Gamer and is gonna put the pressure on Speed Demon as Raza locks up and goes out of the podium contention for now. Overdrive will put the pressure, but Speed Demon is 3/10, 2/10 behind Aaron Gibbo now. Going into the second chicane, Aaron Gibbo goes a little bit defensive, changing his line, and it's not enough yet for Speed Demon. 5 laps to go.
Yeah, and now it's a important moment actually, because Speed Demon would really need to get past the Williams ahead of him, because at some point his tires will start to fall off. Like you said, 5 laps to go, and his tires are already 6 laps old. So I don't think it's gonna be much more easy the longer he waits.
Here, maybe?
No, it's too close. Through Ascari now, he's very close now. That could kick the dirty much in. He has to stay with him now because Overdrive is right behind him now. It's pretty much the exact same gap. But here comes Speed Demon, and maybe this time into the Parabolica. No, not quite able to go for it, but he's very close to Eric. But this time, will he maybe go for the move?
Oh, but
he
again,
needs to go for the move.
Exit.
Yeah, he was very close. He loses out a lot of time, and that could open the door for Overdrive potentially. Here comes Overdrive and a championship leader on Speed Demon. P1 versus P2 in the standings, down towards turn 1, and Overdrive gets the position, but here comes Speed Demon back again, down the inside. They make contact. Oh, they squeeze through the corner, side by side. Right behind, we've got Raza Gamer waiting for an opportunity, but Speed Demon has the inside line, but here comes Overdrive side by side, the 2 title contenders. Oh, this is gonna be very tight heading into the next chicane, and I think Overdrive might get him. Oh, locking up tires to make contact.
And Speed Demon goes off the track. Does he keep the position? No, and he's actually defending now from Raza. Trying to challenge him around the outside into Lesmo 1 and trying to maybe have a look down the inside into Lesmo 2. So Speed Demon loses. Overdrive retires. Overdrive goes out in Lesmo 2.
Oh my god, safety car.
But it's a penalty. It's perfect for Speed Demon now.
What just
It's gonna
happened?
be a full safety car. What happened there for Overdrive? He went out in Lesmo 2. Was it a big mistake for the championship leader as he retires from this race with 4 laps to go, 3 actually to go? Oh my god, I can't believe that. I cannot believe that.
What are we watching? Like we said at halfway point, this is probably the craziest race of the season, the most chaotic race of the season. But with 3 laps to go, this is now the craziest race. The championship leader is out on lap 24 of 27.
Overdrive's wheel disconnected.
Oh my god.
Miranda China tier 2 from this season. Oh my god. What bad luck for our championship leader, who now might lose, who might get his lead cut from 45 points to 20 points. If Speed Demon could just hang in behind Aaron Gibbo, defend from Raza and Small Connor, who shouldn't be too big of a challenge as their teammates for this race, and he would be able to get maybe this win and spin this championship a whole total 180 degrees round. Wow.
This is just crazy. Oh my god.
Driver, loyal driver.
I can't believe what we're watching.
The remaster of GSR has been loyal to this team. He's been carrying this team through last season. Almost got it to win the Constructors Championship. And safety car is already in after only a lap of it behind. And now Speed Demon has to just hang around behind Gibbo, save his tires, defend from Raza, and he has this win.
2 more laps
No way.
then. 2 more laps. Speed Demon would at the moment be the winner. Oh, we see some debris flying. Someone got wing damage behind the safety car. I think about Kuro. Kuro or Small Connor, yeah.
Small Connor, yeah.
Oh my god.
Fortunate there wasn't a Speed Demon, but now probably Aaron will go.
Yes, he does. Oh, but Speed Demon read him like an open book. He's very close. Oh, little snap there for Speed Demon. But Raza Gamer had a very poor start. He got Small Connor right behind, but here we go, then, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps to go. Lap 26 of 27. Here we go. Aaron Gibber in the lead, but he has a 3-second time penalty. Speed Demon then, at the moment on its way to his maiden victory here in this season. Raza Gamer, though, he also wants to take that win on his debut. Then we've got Small Connor, who really needs to help out his teammate. Then we've got Kuro, but he also has a penalty, so he will be out of contention for this. But we focus obviously at the front, at the battle between the top 2, top 3. Maybe here comes Small Connor then. Oh, nearly going for the move on Raza Gamer, but putting up the pressure on the Alpine to help out his teammate. But gets under pressure from Kuro now himself.
But also we saw some pit stop in that quick safety car. I think Assassin pitted and now he gets past Larzy Boy, but it still now favors the Ferrari driver as he would finish in top 5 for another great result for the Ferrari driver in Monza. Such is the value of it. But now going onto the back straight, Speed Demon is 7/10 away of Aaron Gibbo. But he just needs to hang around and that win will be his as they go through the final corner and onto the final lap. Speed Demon finally getting a good exit without too big of a twitch. DRS is enabled, he will have that from Aaron Gibbo, so he will be able to defend from Raza, who actually gets really close. 4/10 separating them. 8 goes past his teammate Larzy Boy. Speed Demon there locks up a little bit, but that shouldn't help Raza too much as he's still hanging behind him. Raza may have only 1 or 2 opportunities to maybe get this when Speed Demon getting really close there to the inside line, clipping the grass through Curva Grande. But still keeping within a second of Aaron Gibbo, which if he keeps that through Lesmo should give him the final DRS to be able to defend down into the Ascari, although he's losing that. He lost that out a little bit there. And that gives the DRS to Raza, although the gap is quite substantial, the gap is quite big, but they are closing in, both of them on Speed Demon, Raza and Small Connor, as Assassin now goes past Kuro, but he will not clinch that P5 if Kuro hangs around there. 8 goes up to P7, which might put him in that top 5 position, which would be incredible for the British driver. But now actually Raza got a poor exit out of Ascari, and Smoke Connor is diving down the inside of Parabolica now. Who will get the better drive? Who will get the better exit? Down onto the straight for P2 in this race probably it's Raza Gamer, but Speed Demon takes his first win of GSR history. The British driver finally clinches that and spins the championship around on its head. A Small Connor loses out on P2 by 8 thousandths of a second, and Aaron Gibbo goes out of the podium completely with his 3-second time penalty, and 8 clinches an incredible P5 in front of the home crowd for his team.
Yeah, incredible scenes here. Finally, he's done it. Speed Demon wins the Monza Grand Prix in GSR Season 15. What an unbelievable achievement, finally. But what a crazy race that was. I mean, it is just incredible. And of course, Speed Demon wins one of the few races where he didn't get pole position in the season. It is an unbelievable storyline. Congratulations for all 3 drivers. An impressive, amazing result for the Sauber team. Yeah, let's hope we get them all in, because I want to hear their thoughts after this race, because that was just incredible.
I just don't know what to say. I'm just inviting them.
Yeah.
Honestly, just wow. Toppled the championship completely around.
Yeah, really. Yeah, once again.
That's what we needed. That's what GSR Tier 1 Season 15 needed. That's what I asked for. It's Speed Demon winning. No way.
Fastest lap for Speed Demon as well. So,
So
very
1
good
point
point.
additional.
He nearly got the maximum he could have done out today. Overdrive, in the end, only P12. So unfortunate for the championship leader.
Cuts the lead. So that cuts the lead to 19 points.
Oh my god, this is incredible.
Oh my god, between yeah, I think so. Wait. It was where is it? This is this. Oh my god, give me the 45, so minus 25, minus 26, 19 points separating our championship rivals.
Jesus. That is incredible. Oh dear. Okay, guys, we try to get him in. Hopefully, it won't take that long. And yeah, then we're gonna start the podium interviews. I pull this over. All right.
Well done, Speed Demon.
Congratulations, mate.
Congratulations, really, finally.
Oh, it's broken. It's broken.
All right. Oh, that is 8. All right. Welcome, mate. Just hoping that Small Corner and Raza also join. Yep, there's Small Corner. Hello, mate.
Oh.
Just waiting on Raza then.
Also worth to mention, we were so focused on the top battle, but the midfield battle was quite outstanding, with drivers such as Larzy Boy, Aid, Kuro, Assassin, all of them switching for the top position of that midfield. So it was quite intense, and in the end, it was 8 who came out on top of that. So that's quite fortunate for him, but also kudos to all of those drivers fighting it out there, as we have Raza Gamer in. So
Oh yeah.
I guess
Nice.
we can start.
All right, guys. We're gonna start then. Make sure your microphones is working and stuff. And
Oh,
Rosa left.
he just left. Huh.
All right. Yeah, not bad. Hopefully he joins back again. But yeah, we start off with small Connor then, as usual, with our third place finisher. Wait. Yeah, you were for.
Yes.
Yeah, I
At
was
8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
8,000.
Wait, 8,000 ahead of P4 or behind P2?
No,
Behind
P2.
P2.
Ah, behind. Okay.
They had a photo finish out of parabolic.
Yeah. Okay. I just thought to
Yes.
remember. Okay, guys.
Hello, Raza.
Yeah, nice.
Hello.
Okay, guys. Welcome to the post-race interviews for the GSR Season 15 Monza or Italian Grand Prix. Thanks for being here. As usual, we start off with our third place finisher, Small Connor. First of all, congratulations on the podium. Thank you for being here. Yeah, just tell us first of all, how satisfying is it to step onto the podium after such a tough race here at Monza?
It's not satisfying. It's just usual. I'm just that fast.
All right, and yeah, so maybe talk about the weather and the conditions out on track. I mean, under rain, this circuit pretty much punishes even small mistakes. How difficult was it to stay consistent across the race distance?
I mean, I'm usually good in the wet, but today I was a prick, so I could have fucked it.
All right, and the racing itself. I mean, you had some close racing out there, especially towards the end. How intense were those battles, especially under the conditions here?
Yeah. I would have beat. I don't know who it is. Raza. What was it? The last corner. I think it was Raza. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Raza. Yes.
I was so close to beating him, but I spun out mid corner. So it fucked my run.
Yeah, all right, and yeah. Oh, but that's pretty quick. Matt, you got any questions?
Well, how annoying it might be to lose out on that, but yet get a podium after you hanged around for the whole race around the P5 position, then obviously got the 10-second penalty. So is it kind of annoying to lose out on the P2, or is it very fulfilling to in the end get on the podium thanks to Aaron's penalty?
Annoying to lose to P2.
I understand. Thank you very much then.
Yep.
All right. One more question from me then, if you don't mind, or is he? Oh, he left.
He just left.
Okay.
He left. Yeah.
Then
no
never
worries.
mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay. Thank you, Small Connor. Then we continue with our second place finisher, Raza. You two, mate. First of all, congratulations on the podium. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, maybe first of all, talk us through that race from your point of view. How challenging was it out there?
Oh my god, that was intense. You know, on the first few laps, I was pushing on the intermediates pretty much. About lap 8 to like 10, I really struggled on the intermediates. Like I was really close to getting a puncher. Like I think like lap 12 or 13, I think my inter's like 70%. I think, I was trying to be really careful, obviously, because it was becoming dry pretty soon. So very, very lucky with the BSC as well.
Yeah, indeed. And just a quick question: was this race for you more about defending or attacking, or simply managing what you had?
Probably both, really, because I'm only reserve. You know, I ain't here to came have fun, really, but I just came here to enjoy racing, really.
I mean, I assume you did enjoy that, because that is a race that don't happen very often, I would say. But looking back, is there anything you feel you could have done different to challenge for the win here, maybe?
Yes, box intermediates on that last second safety car. I was really, really tempted to go to the mediums, but I stayed out for track position just because the hards are just a bit better for managing and going for longer. But I think I rejected that replay position, really. I think I should have pitted to mediums.
Yeah, all right. Matt, on to you.
Obviously,
Oh, sorry.
obviously, Speed Demon was on mediums and Overdrive. Them two on fresh mediums, they caught me up so quickly. So I think I should have picked mediums, really.
Yeah, all right. Matt, you got questions?
Well, I do got questions, because you came here just to enjoy racing, but would you
Yes.
perhaps want to stay and race as a full-timer? Because we do have free seats.
Maybe, really.
Okay.
It depends, really. Maybe.
Well, consider, because that was quite a clean and very nice to watch showing from you. So I just gotta
Yeah, it was a good
congratulate
race.
you
Yeah,
on
good
P2.
race. Clean race. Yeah, clean.
And so therefore you also don't find it any, I guess, dissatisfying or a bit upsetting that you didn't manage to get the win because you were quite close on Speed Demon on the final laps,
I was
or
very
is it
close to him.
just, yeah,
I
or
was.
is it just more so motivating you to maybe perhaps try to race on here?
Well, I didn't think I was going to beat Speed Demon tonight because he's pretty quick, but I just came here to have fun, really. P2 is a P2, really. I'm happy with P2. So the win wouldn't matter if I won. So I'm just happy, really.
I see. Nice to hear that, and thank you very much then for the interview as well.
No worries.
Yeah, thanks from me as well. Congrats again, and good luck in the next race, wherever it may be.
Okay, cheers.
All right, and then we move on to our race winner, of course, and I know you've all been waiting for it. Speed Demon, welcome to the post-race interviews. Thanks for being here. Congrats on the win. I mean, that was a demanding race here at Monza. How does it feel to finally come away with the win today?
It is very nice to come away with a win after that was definitely a race of all time. I'm speechless. It's at the end. It was just those last 3 laps are absolutely mental. I feel bad for Overdrive who his wheel disconnected, and I thought, oh, it's just a bit of like he's going to come back on track. No, so if it's funny that the one time I don't get on pole, the one time I'm not in the lead, everything's out of my control to win. Basically, at this point, it's like everything just comes together and it allows me to win. So it's such a nice feeling getting a win after countless amount of times of not getting that win. There was so many little mistakes, but yeah,
Yeah.
happy with it.
Yeah, I gotta say, it almost felt like someone was watching you today. Like you were sometimes not near the win or P1 or something, and then always something happened that you quite benefited of. Not to saying that it was just lucky today that you won, obviously not. But from your point of view, would you say there was a specific moment in this race where you felt that you secured the win here today, or was it just completely pushed flat out until the end from you?
I mean, it was when I realised at the end of that second safety car with like 2 laps to go, Gibbo had a 3 second penalty. I was like, as long as I can stay within 3 seconds of him, which I know I could do, it was like I just need to keep my head down, and that was kind of the point I realised I could have won. But early in the race, I thought maybe I could have won before the safety car when we just first got onto the slick tyres. But I think someone caused a safety car right in front of me and Gibbo, so that was a bit annoying because it bunched everyone up and it made my life just a tad bit more difficult. But it worked out in the end. I've got a win. Yeah, get what you're given, and I took the win today.
Yeah, all right. And considering also the conditions out there today, how important would you say were the strategy and time management today? Like, especially in such a competitive field, at least, or especially at the front, because I'm not sure if we had a race that was so fiercely fought for the lead than this race so far this season?
To be honest, I didn't really try and manage my tyres because, you know, I know that the Inters last very long and it would have been around the time I would have boxed. So, you know, I knew I could basically give it 100% every lap. And it, you know, apart from that, where I almost spinned it in at the exit of Parabolica lap one, I was probably one of the fastest on the wets today, which really helped. But yeah, it was like 10 laps to go. Safety car comes out, and I was like, I knew I could go on the mediums because there's just the tyre wear's not great on mediums, but you can still somewhat manage it and keep good pace, which you know I managed to do. So it was really not much management, just full push every lap.
Yeah, all right. I might have more questions, but I want to hear from Matt first. Maybe he would also ask the same question. So Matt, on to you.
Well, I have two questions. So you've just, as I was mentioning on the stream, you've just cut down the lead in the championship to Overdrive to 19 points with 4 races to go. How does that feel? Just simply, open question.
Open question. It feels very nice because I was like, I think this is going to be my last season in GSR for like a couple of months. I'm going to stop racing because I've got exams and stuff. So you know, when the season finishes, I'll just stick it as a reserve. But you know, I've got nothing to lose now. Really, I'm not going to be racing after those 4 races most likely. So you know, it's just if I can beat him hypothetically almost every race, or you know, he has another issue or can't make it and I can make it, I'm going to try and capitalise on that and come out with hopefully a championship. But yeah, it's a nice feeling cutting down at championship after being on the back foot for so long this season.
Well, speaking of the back foot, also just fun, well, maybe not so fun for you, but like fun, intricate stories like yours intrigues me a lot, also as an kind of as an autistic person. And basically, I've been keeping track of your record here in GSR because it was quite outstanding, and I can just summarize it for you. 3 P3 finishes, 6 P2 finishes, and 7 pole positions without the win. And today, the day that you didn't get a pole position, actually, you finally break that curse. And well, again, not much else to add. Just how like does it feel exactly? You said you were speechless, but maybe now after a little bit of calming moments, a little bit of soothing talking with Soren, and maybe now you've come to some conclusion to put that into words, perhaps for us.
It's a great feeling because I've also looked at my races, and every race I've done, I've been in the top 5 every time, which it's really bad not to get a win during that time. But it is just such a it feels like so much weight is off my back instead of, you know, thinking, oh, am I going to get a win this week? But, you know, it is, yeah, it's, as you put it, it is nice considering the amount of poles, the amount of P2s, the amount of P3s. You know, it's just nice to finally not have to think about that anymore of, oh, am I going to win today? Am I not? It's nice.
Well, that's a nice send off, and congratulations finally on the win. And yeah, on to the next one. So just a quick small question: how are you looking towards the next 4 races? You said obviously you want to try to capitalize on any of Matt's, of any of Overdrive's mistakes or misfortunes. But how do you feel on those tracks that are left? Just as a reminder, it's Mexico, Kota, Japan, and Brazil.
Mexico and Kota, I like those 2 tracks. You know, I like every track from the calendar this year, I, I believe, yeah. But I think Japan's definitely one of my worst qualifying tracks, but it's one of my better race tracks. So hopefully I can be near the front in that. Mexico, I'm quick in general. Kota, I'm not sure I'm on pace, but I generally really like it, and I've got a good setup for it. So, and Brazil, I think that's another decent track for me. Being I'm not my best qualifier or my race one, but it's still not bad. So those are 4 races where I know I can probably capitalise on some more points again.
Okay then. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, once again, congrats from me. That's all.
Thanks.
Yeah, from me as well. I do have one quick question, and it's good that Raza didn't left. I hope you're still there. I got a question for both of you,
Yep,
maybe
still
Aid
here,
and Jimbo as
still here.
well. But yeah, just a quick question for maybe all of you. I just quickly want to hear, how was under the first pit stop, how was the pit exit for you? Because we saw many people struggling there, and maybe starting with Speedyman first. But we can go each one of you. How was the pit exit for you, Speedyman?
I almost binned it is the shortest way I can say it. I thought, yeah, I just binned it almost, which luckily I didn't, because if I went out the exit line, I think it's a 10-second penalty on strict. So I'm glad I didn't do that, but it was definitely scary. So yeah,
Yeah, we
scary.
saw many people struggling there. Thank you, Raza. How was it for you there, coming out of the pits?
It was very slippy. I nearly lost it on the pit exit, but managed to get into turn 1. Just.
Yeah, all right. Jimbo, you wanna say something too about the pit exit? I assume he's not there. Aid, you wanna say something?
Well, you probably saw what happened to me.
Yeah, we saw. That's why I
Yeah,
talked to you the last.
Yeah, it took me by complete surprise as to how little grip there was. I all of a sudden just pressed the accelerator, round I went, you know. But yeah, I was honestly right. That last safety car saved me, because otherwise, no, sorry, the last 2 safety cars, I should say, saved me.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, otherwise, I was very lucky not to get wing damage there. But yeah, it was incredibly difficult on those hards.
Yeah. Let's just say you weren't the only one who got completely surprised and nearly bent it into the wall, or
I
even
know.
bent it into the wall.
I saw. I saw around me.
Yeah, I definitely can tell all of you, watch it back on the stream. That has been the most, I don't know how to describe it. The most epic, chaotic, crazy thing I've ever seen.
Almost took my teammate out.
Yeah. It was absolutely carnage. So yeah, I definitely recommend to all of you to watch it back on stream. But
yeah, I'd say this was one of the most chaotic, but also I think it's gonna be one of the most iconic GSR races in history.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, thanks guys for the interviews here. At this point, the interviews are over. Once again, congrats on the podium and the win, Speedyman, and yeah, thank you for being here. And with that, we come to an end, guys. That was a very, very entertaining race, I've got to say. Definitely a good way to start back into the season. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Matt, you got anything left to say?
That's all from me. That what I said just a moment before. There was just chaos, but very positive in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then, remember, guys, to tune in again on Friday for the tier 2, and if not, then hopefully we see you next week again when we head to. And now I have to look it up. Which race was the next? Then was it Kota? I think it's Kota. Yeah. Kota next week coming up, round 9 of GSR Season 15. Yeah.
Well, and if you tune in on Friday, you can see both of us, the commentators, justling it out on this crazy track.
Yeah, oh my god, this hopefully will go. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and see you guys then at some point again. My name's Soren, on my side was Matt. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.